Hi. So, who is your teacher, Miss Mason? I really wish I was in school. I had my daughter, Victoria Grace. So, I am on maternity leave, but you have a wonderful long term sub. Please be nice to him. And here is who is your teacher, Miss Mason. All right, so a little bit about me so that you know who I am. Well, before I became a teacher, um, I was born in Texas. I grew up in Columbia, right up 2995, in Howard County. I went to Howard High School. I'm the oldest of five. I have three younger brothers and a younger sister. Um, the three little guys, Becca, Yuri, and Dima, are adopted from Ukraine. We adopted them when I was in between my sophomore and junior year of high school. This is my biological brother. He's only 2 years younger than me. And this is my mom and my dad. You'll hear a lot about my family because I love talking about them. All right. So in high school, I ran track and cross country. I loved to run. Um, and then when I finished high school, I went to Widener University right outside of Philadelphia. It's just south of Philly. And I earned my bachelor's in government and politics. Originally, I wanted to become a lawyer. And then I figured out lawyers, they have to lie, and I'm not a really good liar. I have no poker face. So I decided to join the Army. So that's how I paid for my undergrad is I had an ROTC scholarship. And when I graduated, I also received my commission as a second lieutenant in the United States Army. So that's me receiving the saber. I graduated top of my class, so I got the saber. It's just it's one of the honors that they give at my university. All right, so I served 4 years active duty. All right, as a human resource officer. Basically, that means I took care of soldiers. I took care of their pay, their awards, their orders. I took care of pretty much everything that like a secretary kind of does for them. But I also made sure if they got in trouble with the law, it was me. If they got promoted, got more money, that was me. So I was in everybody's face. They all knew who I was. During my 4 years of active duty, I was stationed in Germany. During one of those years, I went to Oktoberfest. So this is a traditional dirndl. Um, it's a German outfit. And then this is a map of Germany. Now, this is Nuremberg. There's Munich. I lived about right there where the arrow is. But I got to travel all over the place. So, I went to Berlin, went to Leipzig, Dresden. I lived right there for about 6 months, right outside of Frankfurt. Been to Wiesbaden, Mannheim, Stuttgart. Definitely been to Munich, and I have been on top of Zugspitze, which is the tallest mountain in Germany. All right, I've been to Poland, Czech Republic, Austria. Been to France. Never been to Belgium or Luxembourg. Been to Switzerland, kind of cool. Um, but yeah, traveled all over the place. So I was stationed in Germany. Got to travel all over Europe. Went to Paris twice, London twice, Rome, um, Scotland, Prague, like all the time. Because Prague was only 2 hours away, so I went there all the time. It was amazing. Again, I went all over Germany. It was amazing. One of those years that I served on active duty, I also served a combat tour in Afghanistan. So, this is me. Want to know why I'm so happy? This is the day we left Afghanistan. These are my two best friends when I was deployed. Um, and that's me, my happy little self. So, this is your teacher, Miss Mason. Back then, I was um, Captain Quintern, my maiden name. But I was traveling. I did travel a lot because of my job as a human resource officer. And so this is Chimkani. It was a very small village um, in Afghanistan. I was there to investigate some actions of soldiers. Um, and at that time, yes, there were Taliban in the area. So where I am standing, you see how there's all these mountains? Well, there were mountains in front of me, and on the other side of the mountains was a Taliban camp. So you can imagine, yes, I have seen combat. I don't really like to talk about it, so just be careful when you ask questions. And no, yes, um, uh, there will be a vehicle out in front of the school. It has a bronze star on it. I did earn a bronze star from my time in Afghanistan. Um, no, I've never shot anyone. Yes, I have been shot at, if that helps. Yes, that is a M4 machine gun. Yes, it is loaded. Yes, I have magazines in my little pouch here. Yes, I am wearing body armor. Um, and yes, that is one of our vehicles that we traveled in. So, yep, that's Miss Mason. So, got back from Afghanistan, and a lot happened. I got out of the army. I married my wonderful husband while we were on R&R from our deployment. Yes, we were in the same unit, and we got married when we were on vacation from our tour. We found out that we were pregnant with our first daughter when I was on leave from leaving the United States Army. Isabella is now 5. She just started kindergarten. Victoria just gave birth to her on, when did I give birth? July 20th. And we do have a beautiful fur child, Violet, a Siberian Husky. Okay, so these are my beautiful girls, Isabella, Victoria. There's my wonderful husband, Jeremy. He currently is not here in the United States. He is in Kuwait. He has been deployed since January. He got to come home for the birth, and then went back to Kuwait. So he'll be there until Christmas time. So I'll talk a lot about my girls, but yep, these are my girls, Isabella and Victoria. We call her Izzy and Tori for short. So welcome to my family. All right. To become a teacher, I earned my Master's of Education from the University of College Park. Go Terps. So if you want to have any questions about University of Maryland, feel free to ask. What do I like to do on my free time? I enjoy watching movies, reading, going to the gym when I have time, cooking. Let's save my family for my cooking, but I like to cook, and spending time with my amazing family. I love football, so if the Baltimore Ravens lose on Sunday, please be nice to me on Monday because I will probably be in a grumpy mood because I love, love, love the Baltimore Ravens. All right. I also am crazy about Captain America. He's my favorite superhero. Um, but I do love all of the Avengers, so you'll see him in my classroom. I love pink, purple, and yellow, mostly because for a year I lived in brown and it was miserable. So I love color. So in the classroom, you'll see a lot of color. All right. So that is it for me. Um, that is Who is Your Teacher, Miss Mason. If you guys have any questions, feel free to email me. Um, and I hope to see you all when I return in October. All right.